Feeling overwhelmed in your medical training or job? Get unstuck. Part 2. How do we survive when the reality strikes?
This episode is reluctantly brought to you by
K-pop idol.
Hi everyone, welcome to the second episode of the UNSTUCK series. Do you still remember what was the first episode about?
some lengthy and bombastic concept called problem-solving, decision-making with creative and holistic perspective?
You are right, just that you don't have to mention the words like lengthy and bombastic, dear. What else?
The importance of meticulous and holistic information gathering, which involves 4P and biopsychosocial plus spiritual aspects?
Fantastic! I love the adjectives you use to describe the information gathering process.
Ah ha ha ha. Anyway, shall we move on?
Sure. After identifying the problem and the causes behind it, we shall start thinking about the solutions. And guess what? It is super duper easy. You just need to eliminate the perpetuating factors and enhance the protective factors.
For instance, if you know about BTS. Sorry, I mean the fire triangle. All three components, which are heat, oxygen and fuel, must be present for the fire to continue. To put off the fire, you can eliminate any of these components by: remove the fuel source, cut off the oxygen supply, or cool it down.
If you want to walk an extra mile, you can just minimize the effect of the predisposing factors and avoid the precipitating factors. In this case, keep your fuel in a safe space and far from the heat source. Easy peasy, right? Remember, the more risk factors you can identify in a problematic situation, the more solutions you can provide to solve the issue. Okay, that is the end of today's.
Wait a minute.
That's all? Really? Why do we always struggle in many of our life problems then? Something must have been missing.
Where is your brain? Isn't the answer to that obvious? If you don't put effort in identifying the problem carefully, how are you going to solve the issue? Go back to this channel to watch the first episode. And don't forget to subscribe to it.
I don't like the way you condescend to me, just like the way you do this hard sell.
I apologize for that. But we can't deny that it is the number one reason why one cannot solve the problem properly, therefore feeling stuck.
You mean, there are other reasons why one feels stuck in any problem?
Yes. In addition to that, there are certain risk factors that will persist no matter how do you try. Remember your big picture? For the predisposing factors, you can't change the innate and the non-modifiable risk factors. As for the perpetuating factors, you can't really solve them alone if the factor is permanent, external or systemic.
At least we still have the protective factor part to work on?
Sadly, no. I tell you what is the reality. You may have tons of ideas regarding what to do to save yourself from the troubles, but sooner or later you will find out that you can't execute most of them at the same time.
Tell me why.
Ugh, not that song again. The answer lies at the very heart of economics, scarcity and choices. It means, the resources are finite and not always available, yet at the same time, people have infinite wants and needs which can't be fulfilled all at once. Let me illustrate this concept in this simple graph. This is a graph of A equals to R minus B, where R stands for the limited resource we have. The more you want to invest in option A, the less you can do about the option B.
In that case, let's go for a balance between the two then.
Sometimes it works, but not always. This is because life can be like a graph of A equals to R over B. Still, the more you want to invest in option A, the less you can do about the option B and vice versa. However, if you want to go for a balance, you will desperately find out that you can only retrieve little from what you have invested.
What can we do then? Is our future going to be as bleak as the screen no matter what we have done?
No, there are always some ways out. And here are some tips for you. Okay, here you are. First, learn from the famous serenity prayer, so that you have the serenity of mind to accept that which cannot be changed, courage to change that which can be changed, and wisdom to know the one from the other.
Amen.
Secondly, make a priority list of your choices based on your values. Channel your resources to the ones you value more so that you can maximize the desirable result.
Wait. I have some questions. What if there are some values are of equal importance in the priority list, but there is no way to have a solution that satisfy both? Isn't it a
Good question. For this, we are going to talk about how to get a win-win solution. Let me finish my sentence. That will be done in the next episode.
Okay.
Don't be greedy, my dear. Let's take it slowly. For the take-home message for today's session, remember. First, understanding the nature of the risk factors is helpful in the process of problem solving. Second, if we understand about our own core values well, we will be able to know what solution works best to prevent the wastage of the limited resource we have.
As such, the keyword for today's action plan will be understand.
Go, seek to understand. Understand the situation you are in, understand yourself about who you are and the values you hold, so that you will know better what to do next. That's it. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. See you next time.